Severe Alaska flooding may keep hundreds displaced for over a year. The recent deluge that struck remote Alaskan villages has left a trail of destruction, so severe that more than 2,000 residents have been forced from their homes, with many unlikely to return for at least a year and a half. Governor Mike Dunleavy, in a plea to the White House for a major disaster declaration, highlighted that in the village of Kipnuk, roughly 90% of homes, 121 structures, were wiped out, while in Kwigillingok 3 dozen houses floated away, and a third of the community's housing is now unsafe. The devastation was triggered by the remnants of Typhoon Hailong, which hit the coastal region with the intensity of a Category 2 hurricane, driving a massive surf surge into low-lying areas. The storm claimed one life, left 2 people missing, and forced rescue crews to pull dozens of residents from houses that were being carried off by floodwaters. In response, state and federal agencies have been working around the clock to airlift affected villagers. Over 2,000 Alaskans have taken refuge in local school gyms, community centres, or have been flown to Anchorage. City officials estimate that as many as 1,600 evacuees could arrive. To date, about 575 have been transported by the Alaska National Guard to temporary shelters at a sports arena and a convention centre. The federal government has already deployed search and rescue teams, damage assessment crews, and environmental response units. A major disaster declaration by President Trump would unlock additional federal aid for both individuals and public infrastructure, covering emergency repairs and long-term rebuilding. Vice President J.D. Vance publicly affirmed that the president and his administration are closely monitoring the crisis, noting that over 1,000 Alaskans have been airlifted out of their villages. Alaska's congressional delegation has also urged swift action on the disaster declaration, while Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent emergency management personnel to assist with logistics and coordination. The affected region is remote, reachable only by air or water during this season, forcing residents who rely on hunting and fishing to consider relocation to larger cities with very different lifestyles. One evacuee, Alexi Stone from Kipnuk, described his arrival in Anchorage with his family and his intention to seek employment at a local grocery store as a way to rebuild his life. Anchorage's Mayor, Suzanne LaFrance, pledged comprehensive support for the displaced, signing an emergency proclamation to facilitate the ongoing response. State Rep. Nellie Onangik Jimmy recounted surviving 100 mph winds by staying inside her home